no control over anyway. Obviously, it makes sense to envision 2 or 3 difficult questions that are likely to come up and how you want to answer them. But you need to go into these interviews with an offensive mindset. Henry Kissinger went into the White House briefing room famously and stood in front of the White House press corps and asked them, "Do any of you have questions for my answers?" And while you might not want to be quite that extreme, that's a pretty good example of having an offensive mindset. No one should ever do an interview without envisioning the headline and the quotes that they want to read now with online, that the headline and quotes they want to read either later in the day or tomorrow. You absolutely have to start at that point and then build your messages to support that headline and those quotes. But by focusing solely on the reporter's questions, you have become 100% defensive, and you can't score that way. You can't score by playing defense. You have 100% control over what you say. Use your time and your platform wisely. And one other thing I want to point out here before we move to the next slide is that conversations with reporters are not like conversations you'll ever have anywhere else with anyone else in your life, because there is no context. Unless you're doing live radio or live television, which are the absolute minimum if you look at all the interviews that you'll do over a career, unless you're live, no one will ever know what questions precede your